I'll never forgive you. Private investigator Hugo Laurent was ready to busy himself with more paperwork until a young, disturbed woman entered his office to request an investigation regarding her grandfather's safety. What danger awaits underneath the surface of this mystery? Cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually forgot the premise before I started. But yes,
uh,
let's be
it's been
off.
on our list for a while. Off we go.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go. Haha.
Whoops.
Alright, do you want to be the
um,
caretaker?
I'll be everyone except a detective, I guess.
Alright,
I'm
alright.
sorry, but I can't stay here anymore, Nina. I feel like I'm going crazy. Calm down, if we could just talk it out. So many strange things keep happening after another. Every day there is this damn dripping sound. I thought it was just something leaking at first, but I check every faucet, every ceiling, every pipeline, and still I hear it everywhere, constantly echoing in my ears. Um, Ooh, but the water. Wait, his voice acting is actually accurate.
It's actually working! Continue!
I find random pools of water just appear out of nowhere, just like the dripping. But it's at night. It's at night when it comes. I don't know if it's my paranoia, but I swear I could hear footsteps walking along the hallways, walking on pools of water.
Maybe it's just
They
a really
walk.
wet person.
And they walk upstairs, then downstairs,
Left or lost.
and upstairs and downstairs and upstairs and blah, 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 blah. And it goes on and on and on and on like that. But somehow it does come to an end, unlike my rambling. And it ends all in front of your grandfather's room. I know that this is a lot, but you have to believe me. No matter how many times I clean, it just won't end.
Alright, but caretaker. This is actually your poor performance.
I can't stay here any longer. I'm sorry, Nina. I need more of a raise. It's okay. I understand.
Please fulfill your 1 month notice.
Thank you for taking care of my grandfather. Nina, please listen to me. I don't know what's happening around here, but something terrible is lurking through this house.
That's rude.
I don't know what it is, but please, as soon as you get back, take your grandfather and just leave this place. I can't just leave. That's my home. I pay good money for that place. Please, Nina, this place is not safe. I don't know what you saw, but I can't just leave things like this. It's my home. It's my home. Pretty sure it's my home.
I gotta check the will one more time, but I think it's my home.
Grandpappy ain't dead yet. Should I voice the... okay, go for it.
There sits a man by the corner of a booth. Oh, the hard-boiled detective. He drinks black coffee and, depending on his mood, occasionally orders a donut. Friends with the popo, apparently. And today he was on a diet.
Wow, this character is perfect for you.
I've never seen that amount of paperwork in my life. A freaking mountain worth of it. You're a valuable member of Team Hugo. My foot! I'm starting to believe I was bamboozled into joining the agency. Hugo Laurent, age 30, takes a good look at his cup of joe and chugs it all in one sitting. Ooh. He then continues to grumble to himself about last night's grueling work at the office. Same, bro, same. I really need to find a different job. Same, bro. Are you guys hiring? As he contemplates his poor work environment, he looks out towards the early mist. There was something inherently terrifying about the fog to him. How it engulfs everything and nothing, just like capitalism.
No.
Even if it disappears, it always leaves behind traces. Proof of it remaining. I don't know what kind of fog you have, man. Even in a quaint little town like this, I can't even run from my fate, I guess. Oh, disgusting. Some of them from recent events, but mainly all of past headlines of missing person cases.
Ooh.
No matter how many times it sees this, it's still just as hard to look at. Fixating case after case, he can't help but remind himself that there's a reason for all of this. Yeah, I need money.
Money.
And all too personal reasons. Seeing strange things comes with a price. Or you can stop seeing strange things if you buy prescription glasses. Which also comes with a price. In the end, I'm the one doing this to myself.
Sounds rough. Mind if I join? Oh, this is a familiar.
An annoyingly familiar voice interrupts his train of thought. He slowly looks up to see the one responsible, although reluctantly. Is that Voss?
Good morning, Hugo.
Gathers the files and shoves it back into the binder. Meanwhile, the tall man takes this as an initiative and sits at the opposite end of the booth.
I'm tall.
He greets the waitress passing by and orders himself the hefty body breakfast special with an extra plate.
Because I'm tall.
I'm hefty. As usual, the waitress is happy to oblige and goes back to the counter to relay his order. Looks back at Hugo, sees the empty cup and the jumbled newspaper clippings. All the while, Hugo is trying to ignore him.
Yeah, you really should eat something with that black coffee.
I'm on a diet!
Not ordering any donuts today?
It's called intermittent fasting. I'm fine, Noah. I'm just not in the mood, okay?
Not in the mood for donuts? Not even a little?
Mind your own business. Momentary silence between them before Noah disturbs it once more.
Well, too bad for you. I ordered a big breakfast for the two of us.
You count as half a person. 2. Oh man, I can almost smell it.
How many pancakes is that?
Why the hell did you order for the two of us? Just eat what you want to eat. Don't worry about me.
Oh wow, this looks so delicious, right, Hugo? This boba.
Are you even listening to me?
Come on, we both know that if you don't eat now, who knows when you will, and I'm not about to let you faint again.
You don't have to call me out on that.
So open wide, say
Wow. Age 27.
Oh, we are French.
And French. And Charmer. And it's
I am
persuasive
natural
and
charmer.
threatening, apparently. Probably because he's tall. I want to eat those hash browns. Or tater tots. Or whatever. It's good.
Right? Good food will always help cheer you up.
Damn him, I got sucked away again.
Oh, by the way, the chief will be out for a business trip. She mentioned it will be for a couple of days.
Excellent, boss is gone. When did she tell you this? I didn't hear anything about it.
Yesterday, I think?
Yesterday. She told me to sort out the cabinets yesterday. She didn't mention anything about a business trip.
Guess it was a pretty sudden one. Well, I mean, she did tell me to tell you. And lucky me, I know where you go every morning.
You know what? I'm not surprised anymore.
Well, what do you want to do? We technically have the day off.
And you're here harassing me. I'm gonna head back to the office. I got lots of paperwork.
It's how I show my love.
You could help me sort this couple of boxes that I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, sure. I'll come with you.
Why? You could just rest for the day. It's like,
You just asked me so nicely, though, and pass up this opportunity to get to know you better.
Baka. After that lightning bender, the two of them finished their breakfast, pay for their meals, and head to Hugo's car. Oh, I got a car.
Did I pay for yours?
As Noah opens the door in the passenger seat, he notices a bloodhound sleeping inside. Lovely.
Oh,
Looks very unthreatening for a bloodhound.
yeah, I'm sorry, big guy.
And closes the door while trying not to make too much noise to disturb its occupants. Colby. At the sound of his name, this good boy's heavy-lidded eyes slowly peek to see who calls for him. He's a good boy. It is his one and only partner. He's human. Yes, the best boy stirs up from his sleep, pounces at Hugo, and proceeds to wag his tail uncontrollably. Bark.
Oh.
Good morning, Colby. Had a nice nap? Oh, that face. Colby, 8 years old. An old boy. Hugo's most faithful and loving partner in crime. Has the biggest
Injustice to
tendency-
me.
What does Ewan do? Amazed and defeated, Hugo started a surge of energy.
Ha! It doesn't matter how many times I try. When it comes to boosting up his mood, no one can beat Colby.
Yeah, Colby, best boy. The three headed back to the office. The space just the same as Hugo left it. Decent, organized mess, TM. To his credit, for the amount of boxes he painstakingly went through, he believes he did a fair job. We'll ask the chief what she thinks about that. Well, it could be better.
Wow, you really outdid yourself, Hugo. It looks less crowded.
Shut it, will you? I said I was gonna get to it. And now Colby's here. Thanks, Colby. Before Hugo could continue to give deserved head pats, he notices someone. Oh, a customer.
Oh, a lady in red?
A woman stands timidly, peering outside from the storefront. Appears a bit frantic. Disheveled and wearing ill-fitted, maybe red clothes. She appears to be distressed about something. When she finally makes eye contact with Hugo, she immediately rushes in. It's red enough.
Purple.
Burgundy.
I'm so sorry. I know that the close sign is up, but I saw you come in and
Are you alright, miss?
I need your help. My grandfather, he,
Before she can
something.
continue, Noah decides to cut in.
It's okay, we'll hear what you have to say by interrupting you. So please, why don't you take a seat?
He gestures to one of the empty secret lab chairs. The woman's like, no, I don't want to sit on a secret lab chair, but then she sighs in relief and sits on it. And she sits on the sofa.
Sofa? Can you start off by telling us your name?
I am nameless.
I'm sorry for earlier. My name is Nina Mortimer.
Oh man, that's a cursed name. Mortimer?
Mort for short. I need help watching over my grandfather tonight.
We're not babysitters or elder care professionals.
Yes, you're free, aren't you?
Is he in danger?
Maybe? Yes, I'm afraid he is.
Miss Mortimer, if that's the case, wouldn't you consider contacting the Popo instead? We're just detectives.
No, not the Popo. You can't trust the Popo. I tried requesting to help, but they all gave me the same answer. There's nothing they can do about it.
We're understaffed.
If only I knew who Louis was.
Louis fidgets and
Fidget,
looks to the
fidget.
side before reaching out from a bag for an antique letter.
My grandfather, he received a cryptic message the other day.
Was it formed by cut up newspaper clippings?
It didn't come with an address or the name of the sender. However, the only thing I did pick up was that name.
She hands over the letter. Hugo notices her hand is slightly shaking.
Wait, do people normally break the seal like that? Huh.
I don't know how people normally break the seal. I've never had a letter like this. I'm not classy enough. Well, I guess they break the seal delicately.
It doesn't look like it could have been accomplished, but I'll take your word for it.
It looks like any normal written message, but they're not showing us
Really?
yet. Louis asking the other Henry to come meet him by the lake at midnight. Ah, secret rendezvous. By the moonlight.
So the grandfather is Henry?
Needing to share something important. But the message is not very eerily striking. It is the bottom of the page. And there's a sentence far more disturbing.
Or else.
I am coming for you. I mean, it could be romantic, you know? Like,
To save you. From shitty elder care. Yes, a few of them.
it's Saul all over again. Sandpiper.
I thought it was a sick joke at first, but this one was different.
It came with a lawyer's letter.
Up until now, I've never heard of anyone by that name. Not a relative or family friend.
Come on, your grandfather can have friends that you don't know of. He's alive, you know.
But they clearly know who my grandfather is. He's Henry, by the way. If I don't do something about this, I'll lose
My inheritance.
my inheritance? I'll lose him too, I
That's
mean.
a weird pronoun to use for a house.
Uh,
That's why uttering the words alone, Nina breaks down.
sniff, sob.
Sobby sub. But Kobe's the best boy and sits closely to Nina while Noah fetches some tissues for her.
Ah, what a charmer.
Hugo, on the other hand, is a jerk. This very well could have been a prank, but she seems certain that whoever or whatever this Louis person is.
What's that supposed to mean? Whatever.
Yeah, what is it supposed to mean, huh?
Do you want more tissues?
You do it? For what? Take on your case. All right. Okay, stare. He stands up and walks towards him.
You'll take it?
That's what I said. Not.
Free of charge? Thank you.
Wait a second. Not free of charge.
You don't know how much this means to me.
Also, do you really have the authority to make such decisions when the chief is away?
The chief don't know won't hurt her. Nina is fine.
Well, Nina will do our best under the notice of our chief, who doesn't know that we're taking on his case. And then Nina takes out a note. Your handwriting, very pretty. Okay.
I'll be sure to greet you once you get there, detective. I guess we're not traveling together. That's really sus.
Yeah, she bows once more and heads to her drive and drives back home alone. And then I turn around and look at my cluttered desk.
Wait, so this is an omniscient narrator. If they're able to say that she went home.
How reliable is this narrator?
We'll find out.
I guess I'll have to sort this out later again.
Oh,
Okay, from the
Nice,
downpour
vehicle
to
section.
quiet homes, they sit in silence. The best conversations I had in vehicle sections.
are they?
Off from the destination. Check the rearview mirror. Noah, who usually has his ear up by now, sits completely still. Maybe he's dozing off.
I'm behaving.
It looks out to the passing streetlights, reserved and distant. Hey, you're a lot quieter than usual. What's wrong?
Hmm. Ha! This is a surprise. Have you been looking at me, Hugo?
Yeah, no, you baka. You just talk a lot, that's all. Don't care about you or anything.
So, do you miss me talking a lot?
Just say it.
I didn't want to offend Nina earlier, so I kept quiet until she finished.
And then you continue keeping quiet after that.
But it's her last name that caught me off guard. Mortimer.
Hmm.
Very, very
Oh, very
ominous.
distinguished.
Have you heard about the Mortimers? They're a pretty distinguished family. Well, they used to be.
Oh, what do you mean?
They've been struck with so many tragedies that over time people began to believe they were cursed or something. Every other year I would see a headline on the local news about one of the family members' death. It happens so regularly, you can keep track of time by it.
Ah, this is the year where Sarah died. That's
Yeah.
the year that Henry died.
Boy.
Maybe
And you're
they're
still
really
alive.
big family, you know?
And you know what's strange? All of them have been labeled as accidents.
Suicided.
No foul play, no nothing. Just another unfortunate event for the family. Maybe I understand why she wouldn't go to the police. They've been useless so far. She probably thought they'd perceive her as paranoid or hysterical.
Family been dying every year. I think that's good enough evidence.
Or worse, crazy. I can't imagine all of this for Nina. And most of all, who knows what we'll find there.
Is that why you decided to come with me?
Well, partially. You also look pretty cute. I'm more worried about you, though.
And that cute face.
Think of it this way. I'm the appointed driver.
Aren't you, isn't Hugo driving? I assume Hugo was driving.
No, obviously it's Colby. When you decide to do some pretty reckless shit, I'll be there to drive you to the local hospital.
Ah, perfect, perfect. Ugh.
Besides, 2 are better than 1. 3, maybe not.
Exactly, I was fine with Best Boy coming with me.
Yeah. Well, have you heard that 3 is better than 2?
No, but I did hear that three's a crowd. Ah, there we go.
Ah, a steak.
6 p.m. Oh, fancy. Passing through countless dirt roads and steep cliffs. Oh, why did it have to be located in such an inconvenient location?
You have to stay away from the poors, don't you know?
Of course, of course. Nestled and tucked away from the poor's eyes, it stands tall above the poor's, looming from a distance. And plebs like Hugo and Noah could only gaze at the sheer scale of the manor as they parked adjacent to Nina's car.
Wow, and to think she came all this way just to request us.
In person.
It took us more than a couple of hours to get here.
Wow.
I better be able to bill that.
Yeah, this could have been an email. Maybe she really didn't have a choice.
What do you mean?
Come on, she's waiting for us. I'm not answering your question.
Uh,
Oh, a
Whoa.
sudden sharp pain weighs heavy on Hugo's chest.
it's love.
Yeah, love makes you gasp for air. His gaze hazes as he leans close to the car. Like fish drawn out from sea, he desperately heaves. Maybe he ate the wrong donuts just now. But this ache he harbors pales in comparison to a pain far more excruciating. Is it the house? Oh, the pain of a mortgage. No, something
The
far more
Mortimer
sinister.
mortgage.
The rental economy. He feels it. Someone is watching him. The IRS. A piercing gaze fixed on him, like leering at a bug and waiting to strike. I'll never forgive you.
Oh.
What the hell? Damn it, already. I need to hurry or else. house.
Hey, are you alright? You start renting on the IRS. Is there something I should tell the boss?
Best boy, whining with concern over Hugo's well-being. Did you hear that just now?
You hear what?
The IRS calling. It was so close to my ear.
Is everything alright? The IRS doesn't exist for us rich folks.
Yeah, we just paid him off. I've been winded from the trip, that's all.
I'd be happy to make you coffee at the very least.
If it's not no trouble.
No, not at all. It's the least I can do.
For making you come here.
You are dying tonight, after all.
Once again, the subtle uneasiness from Nina surfaces.
Subtle?
Subtle? Man, she's a nervous wreck. But before Hugo get a chance to look further into it, she walked off towards the front porch without saying another word.
Are you sure you're alright? You sounded like you were choking earlier.
I said I'm fine. Besides, we're already here. We can back out now.
Listen to me, I think you should...
Oh, but Nina stops by and comes to Bloxy. Senses silently.
Thinking.
Staring. Being creepy.
Gee... I know this may sound rude, but I didn't get a chance to know your names. Well, you were pretty out of it when you walked in. Really sorry about that. No worries. This is Detective Hugo Laurent. Smile. His assistant, Colby. And I'm his second assistant, Noah de Leon. It seems so surreal, just like a cartoon.
That's a rude way to refer to the French.
The poors, I meant.
That's much better. She turns away from the poors.
I haven't been quite honest with you, Detective Laurent.
Yeah?
I don't have any coffee.
Yes, how do I break this news to him? You'll
see for yourselves what I mean.
My empty pantry. And with that, Nina enters the house, leaving the three to follow behind. He goes about to enter through the foyer when he feels a tug on his arm.
Don't forget what I told you. If something happens, let me know right away.
And you're around to see if something happens? You'll be first to know.
Too preoccupied in looking at mirrors.
They proceed to head in, not knowing what awaits them beyond the door. Greeted with a brightly lit hallway, Hugo notes that the interior is just as grand, and it's a creepy person sitting there staring out the window.
That's rude.
It has an elegant charm, except for that creepy person staring out the window. He finally notices the creepy person staring out the window. Okay, not yet. This house is much
it's
more
smaller
terrifying.
on the inside than outside.
You see, we rented out parts of the house.
Please come this way.
Embracing themselves, they enter the dimly lit drawing room. Oh, you have a drawing room. At first glance, Hugo could not discern a silhouette situated at the far corner.
You can't let the poor spread to the rest of the house when you have guests, you know.
On closer inspection, he now understands the reason for Nina's distaste for the poors.
Grandfather, we have guests. Okay. Oh.
Sitting on the armchair as they come in. Would be nice.
Grandpappy looks pretty good.
Dressed in a white collared down dress shirt, tucked in with black slacks and black penny loafers. Staring only at the window, the young man sits there dazed with little acknowledgement of the people around him. Still motionless, like a doll, and pretty good looking.
Grandpa, these are the people I spoke of. This is Detective Laurent and his two assistants, Colby and Noah. They're going to help us.
Even after introducing them to the head of the Mortimer estate, Hugo and Noah could not help but feel unnerved. It's those glowing eyes, man. He's not frail and not old, apparently. He remains here, forever changing, unchanging, forever young.
They've come a long way, so I'll be making some coffee, which we definitely have. Would you also like some, Grandpa?
Grandpa likes cocaine more. That's how he keeps his youth. He does not reply. Never glancing at Nina or anyone else in the room. Only fixed on the rain. Okay, suit yourself, Grandpa.
When the rain stops, so does my life. I'll be sure to make a cup for you too.
When the
And all
seagulls cry
of your
again.
lives.
She timidly gestures to Hugo and Noah back to the foyer. Very more questions. The two follow Nina outside. Alright, out. Grandpa is allergic to the pores. But Hugo takes a look at him. There's an also familiar air about Henry Mortimer. His eyes. They're similar to his own. Yes,
Magic.
the demonic green eyes. Whatever he must be longing for, Hugo knows it will not end well. Nina, that man. I don't like that man.
Yes, he's my grandfather, the one I asked you all to watch over. I know this is hard to believe, but
Nina draws something out from a pocket. It's an antique picture of a young man with slick back hair wearing a luxurious suit. He appears to be poised and refined, much unlike the pores. A complete contrast to the current Henry Mortimer.
this isn't much to go by, but I swear he is the same person.
Dude, you just applied a TikTok filter.
Then why does he look so young? It happened a few nights ago. I was on my way to get a cup of tea when I heard a loud thud coming from my grandfather's room. I was worried that something fell over, so I went to go check. When I opened the door, I found him collapsed on the ground. I rushed to help him up, but when I did, he looked so different.
What makes you think that's your grandfather? Maybe a straggler came in and threw your grandfather.
She's got prosopagnosia. It's very common these days in mystery novels and games. So many things were rushing to my head, and yet he felt so familiar to me. He wore the same clothes that my grandpa wore that night.
Well,
Dang.
clothes can be taken
Grandpappy
off.
was stripped.
Yeah, he's a naked Grandpappy out there in the lawn somewhere. Or an
Yikes.
incinerator.
Oh no! And his face! I recognize his face.
Alright, no.
Apparently. He just looked younger, I think. That was also the same night I found that letter. It was next to him, already opened. I'm sorry again for all of this. No matter who I went to, they either said something was wrong with me or my family. With everything going on, maybe they're right.
Yeah, those Kardashians again.
The pools of water, the dripping sounds, the letter, and now this. Maybe my family is really cursed.
They're not. Curses aren't real.
Detective?
Get off Facebook, and I think we easily get too involved in believing that sort of thing exists. In reality, the ones who fixate on and feeds off of it. Rumors, doubts, lies, all of those things are what they want to become real. Deep-rooted emotions like that can't possibly be healed or fixed right away. But like a curse, those emotions drag other people down with them. Like you, Nina, you drag other people down with them.
Ah, That's so mean.
Personally, I think you're an idiot.
Ah.
But I assure you we'll see this through. You are paying us, right? For you and your grandfather's money.
Oh. Thanks.
Good. Now, our first priority is to find out more about Louis. You know the letter you showed us back at the agency? Do you have it with you?
Ah, yes, it's here.
It's time to take fingerprints. I lent you from a case of the crabs. Do you mind if I borrow it for a bit? I'll be sure to give it back.
Of course.
I'll check upstairs. Noah, you and Colby check the ground floor.
Got it.
They split the party. But Hugo grabs a hold of Noah's shoulder. He leans in close enough for Nina to not hear. Keep a close eye on Mr. Mortimer and Nina. I don't trust them. Especially Nina.
Huh. Okay.
Okay. I'm counting on you. You too, boy. And with that, Hugo heads upstairs, starting his investigation. Alright, is it a point and click time?
Maybe?
Oh no, it's we just see him do the investigation.
Also good.
This is it. Oh, that's a nice effect. Interacting with the background. Dimly illuminated, he sees the extent of how lavish this part of the house is. Thus rich. Customized drapes, vintage furniture. Everything here exudes that extravagance. But much like the interior Hugo has seen so far, he finds this one in particular reeks of it. Plastered from wall to wall, a sense of gloom lingers. It's as if the room itself is smoldering, despite its preserved nature. I need to hurry, I don't want to stay here for too long. Okay. Searchy search. Dig. Rummage. He searches and searches, and still with no sign of anything. Not one thing pertaining to Louis. Damn it, nothing? It's as if he cleared out everything, just blank everywhere. No, it has to be here. I'm just missing something. He ponders again before remembering the letter. Now I remember. This is the only proof Louis exists so far. I'll try to read it again. Maybe I overlooked it. Alright. Oh, but there's a change from within. Bearing no foreboding threat at the bottom of the page, it looks just like a regular letter. It's written in those heat invisible ink or something. Oh.
Ooh.
It changed. A locket. I don't know, it doesn't seem like a threat. Okay, you're... Yeah. What makes you think this is a threat? This is the same Louis? I thought he was
Did she accidentally give the wrong letter over or something?
Maybe. I don't understand. Oh, that's a click.
You've been locked in.
Or
the opposite.
Something unlocked. Turns around and sees the foot of the bed, a chest. Its dark and rustic features have not been maintained well. Left to rot on its own. Preparing himself, he opens the chest. Inside, scrambled together, are bunches of notebooks and small trinkets. Continues to rummage through when he stumbles across an old newspaper article. Who keeps newspaper articles in chests?
And they are when they're of your young beau been found dead by the lake.
And another young man was found on the morning of that 3 days prior to his death, according to police. Ruled out as a suicide, police have claimed that the troubled youth drowned himself. This certainly is a tragic loss, an unfortunate event indeed.
Wait, I'm confused. It was found on the morning of that, but that was 3 days prior to his death?
I was wondering as well. Like, was he found like in a bad state, sent to the hospital, and then died 3 days after?
Is that it, or did they typo the prior? That is weird.
Yeah.
We'll find out, I guess.
Find out. I mean, we have Henry who ages in reverse, so.
Oh.
Hui. By the corners of Hugo's eye, he spots a bright glint buried beneath the clutter. A locket! A locket of brilliant gold shines unblemished, retaining a timeless luster and a picture of a hot guy. Inside it safeguards a picture of a young man with glasses, smiling brightly. This must be the locket that he was talking about. It's so pretty. The locket or the dude?
Yeah, both.
I'm surprised it still shines like this. And this picture. Did he put this here? No, it might have been Henry. But why? Why would he store it away like this? What should I do? Oh, choices! Can I save? Can I?
You should be able to.
Save. Save.
Oh, so many slots.
Yeah. Yeah, for good reason. Take the lock.
Take the gold.
Should probably hold on to this for now. Maybe use it to banish the evil spirit that comes later. Oh, wet and cold sensation crawling up his leg. Bad end. Wah.
Oh.
Water. Pool of water relentlessly spreads across the floor, already seeping into the chest. Damn it, no! It's evidence! Suddenly the lights shut off. A scream is heard, followed by a myriad of shouts. Hugo is about to call out to Noah, but stops at the sight of pale feet before him. Looming over him stands a tall and ominous figure. His face is shrouded in complete darkness, devoid of any human emotion. It appears as a young man, but Hugo knows that it's far from it. No, this very thing is trying to imitate a human form. Trying to be human. Hugo could only stare back. Paralyzed with fear, he is forced to watch the horror as it slowly creeps towards him. It's just like before, the sensation of someone staring at him from within. It's E.T., but this time it's drawing nearer.
He's taller than E.T.
Very tall. The words to call out to Colby or Noah fail to reach out. Lodged in his throat, he struggles in pain. But his breathing shallow, he tries to force his body to move. And then it stops. Looking down at Hugo, the poor, filled with nothing but malice and contempt and Texas, it speaks.
Don't get in my way. Bye.
Hey, thanks, bye. Tension from his body finally releases its agonizing grip, and he gasps desperately for air. His vision blurred and breathing jagged, he staggered towards the door. He yanks in the head. That's a weird sound for yanking, but it's tight again.
It's an underwater jamming.
Noah, Kobe, help!
Woof.
To his dismay, he is only greeted with silence at the other end of the door. Damn it! From a distance, he faintly hears the sounds of Best Boy as it gets further away from the house.
Uh-oh.
Hugo rushes towards the window. He tries to pry it open by tapping on it, apparently. But just like the door, a heavy force prevents him from doing so. Fuck this shit. I'm out. Frantically looking around the room, he spots a nearby chair. Aha. Without a moment sooner. That's funny phrasing. But he grabs the chair and starts to strike the window. Bonk. Bit by bit, the window cracks get larger with each blow, splitting off smaller pieces. What the hell is this thing made out of? Man, they built them different back in the days. Still trying to catch his breath, he musters all the strength he has left for the final blow. This is it, my final attack. Damn you, just break it already.
Oh.
Clearing out the remaining glass shards, Hugo peers his head out to see any railing he can grab a hold of. However, he discovers instead that the wall adjacent is covered in ivy. Despite how heavy the rain has drastically become, he reaches up for it, grabbing a handful of the vines. I hope it's not poison ivy. Carefully, he climbs out the window, gripping tightly and making sure he doesn't lose his footing. Yet to his luck, the patch of vines he clutches starts to tear away from the wall. Out of desperation, he struggles to find his grip on another, but fails when his hand slips out of reach. Shit! Boom.
Nailed!
He really sucked the landing. Air forced out of him, he heaves uncontrollably, trying to even out his breathing. But even that is laborious. An immense pain spreads across not only his back, but his entire body. Oof. God, I'm getting too old for this. Although his body screams out in pain, he forces himself up. There's still time. I can do this. I have to do this. With staggering feet and haggard breathing, he makes his way to this place where it all started.
The lake?
To the lake, where this tragedy starts and ends. What about Noah and Colby? Maybe we should call
Yeah,
them
forget
back.
about those. Solo adventure time.
Finally entering through the park, Hugo calls out to Colby and Noah. Hey, where you guys? Okay, here's best boy. Rushes towards the echoes, guiding him through the downpour. With his heart racing and blood rushing to his head, he finds his way to the lake. Drawing closer, he sees Nina giving chase to her grandfather. Unfortunately, she doesn't get too far as Noah stops her. Don't get in my way.
Grandpa, stop! Grandpa, no! Not into the lake! Let me go, my grandpa, he's... Nina, please, it's dangerous. You'll get hurt too. I don't care, I don't want to lose anyone anymore.
It's at an instant Hugo trudges against the water, pursuing in Nina's stead. Hugo?
Hugo? Where'd you come from?
That's not what I intended.
Is that poison ivy? No, don't!
Please falls deaf to his ears. Not even the whines and worried cries of his partner could make him turn back. Determined, he trudges further in. Nearing the deep end, he sees Henry Mortimer, gazing directly at Ubis, and Ubis gazing back. He looks even more frail and disheveled, as if all the life had been drained from him. Surrendering it all to the lake. It's a very nice lake. Before Henry could lean in, Hugo reaches out and tugs at his arm. Mr. Mortimer, listen to me. Nothing is waiting for you down there, so please come back to the shore with me.
Your pay depends on it.
Motionless and unresponsive, he stares deeply into the water. Your pay is nothing to me. There are so many things we cannot afford to lose in our lives, such as my next paycheck. And you're one of them.
You really can't afford it.
To Nina, you're all she has left. To me as well, my next paycheck. She needs you, Mr. Mortimer. Hugo felt it. A slight jolt from Henry's arm, as if stirred by the mention of Nina. Slowly turns to face Hugo.
Nina.
However, just as cruel and violent as the storm, Henry jerks back, wrenching his arm from Hugo's hold on him.
All of this is my fault. If only I got to Louis sooner, then none of this would have happened.
Henry inches even closer to the edge.
Louis, I'm sorry. I should have...
Should have what? Gone in his stead? Gone with him? Gone with the wind? You know that wouldn't resolve anything. Not today, not tomorrow. Not for you or Louis. intrusive upon your privacy.
How embarrassing! You just let me drown now.
He understood if you didn't want to come see him. But the thing is, Mr. Mortimer, Louis never thought anything less of you. The locket is proof of that.
Oh, Louis' locket. The magic item.
Yes, it's a symbol of his love for you. Some interpretation there. That's why you don't have to shoulder off that pain by yourself anymore. We can talk about it. About you and Louis. All of it. Together. Hugo extended
my cool green eyes.
But a promise. Promise that Henry has yearned for so long. But his green eyes. A way to forgive himself. He hesitates at first. What fool believes in a deserved forgiveness? Such a thing doesn't exist. And yet, despite everything, Hugo still reaches out to him. To a stranger. Maybe he can be forgiven. Just as he was about to reach for Hugo, a hand slithers around Henry's instead. Ugh. His arm unnaturally contorts around him while his head perches on his shoulder.
Oh, it's the green eyes.
This thing. This Louis is no longer pretending to be human. With piercing, cold green eyes and green everything, it glares directly at Hugo, mocking him, cursing him, wishing nothing but despair.
We can be saved. We can be forgiven. There's only one true way out of this. I will share with you the most happiest of endings. Splash!
Hugo could reach for Henry's hand. He disappears into the water. Mr. Mortimer.
Another one? Oh, man.
Oh, man, he dives after him because he's very
It's underwater level.
Into the abyss. Yeah.
How do we know the time?
Plunging into icy waters, Hugo feels shocks running rampant throughout his body. Spikes continuously piercing from his legs to the tips of his fingers. Fiercely and unyielding, have you tried the polar bear challenge? His chest tightens and his heart races as he begins to kick his legs. Hoping whichever way he goes, he'll find his way to Henry. Like looking for a needle in a haystack. Swimming deeper and deeper in, he sees faintly a figure slowly descending into the darkness. She finally gets closer to Henry, a long snake-like arm stretched across the void and grabs Hugo's neck, violently squeezing all the air out from him. He tries desperately to wrench his hands away, but with each struggle, Hugo's movements begin to weigh heavier and heavier.
Louis, where are you, Louis?
It's looking for Louis. Digging deep into his coat's pocket, he grasps tightly in his hand the locket that Henry kept and had long forgotten. You think that if he cared, he wouldn't have forgotten. That was like the one promise to Louis.
He didn't want to remember.
Holding it out as it shines ever so brightly in the dark. It can only shine with this light, you know.
It's magic. Ah, there you are.
It releases its grip on Hugo and instead reaches out for the locket. Taking this as a chance, he drops the chain and kicks with all his might to grab Henry's arm. With his heart burning and his body screaming, he swims desperately to the surface. Almost there. I just have to... As light from the surface begins to blur, Hugo makes one last attempt to reach for it. With his limbs worn out and his energy spent, this is all he can do. Before he loses his consciousness, he notices a figure swimming towards them, getting closer and closer. And then everything fades to black. Drifting along with what feels like an endless sea, Hugo courses through the wave after wave.
Ooh,
not knowing where
bubbles?
he's going or caring for that matter. Bubbles or... but he's very, very tired, just like me. How long has it been since he had a good night's rest? Too long is the answer. Maybe now it's time to take that PTO.
No!
I like that so very, very much.
You still have so much to live for. I agree that you deserve it, but not here. I'm sorry for startling you. I just wanted to see you before I go.
Louis?
You've done so much for me and Henry. Thank you.
No worries, no worries.
I just picked one option out of two. Really.
I'm beckoning for him to come back. Well,
I guess this is it. Take care, Hugo. Good luck with the paycheck. Oh.
With his eyes closed and his senses still returning, he feels the constant tugs and licks of a certain bloodhound, whining as he tries to wake up his partner.
Hugo. Oh.
It's that annoying guy again.
How rude.
But it's a good wake-up call. Confused, he looks around before coughs out the remaining water in his lungs. Blech.
Are you alright?
Do I look alright? What happened? Where's Mr. Mortimer? Where's my paycheck?
He's safe, so is Nina. They're both okay. The police and the ambulance should be arriving soon.
Thank goodness.
Isn't there more you have to say to me? Instead of thank goodness. I swear. You don't listen to a damn word I say.
I'm sorry, Noah? Pat.
Detective Laurent?
Oh, Nina.
There's someone I want you to meet. It's my really, really old, wrinkly grandpa.
Behind her stands an old elderly man. Frail in stature, he timidly looks to the side pensively as he ponders to himself. Beatrice! Oh, where are you?
Ugh.
His eyes are what catches Hugo's attention. They are no longer piercing and vicious green. Oh yeah, it's just like Nina's. A nice pink. Hello, Mr. Mortimer.
Detective. I never got the chance to say goodbye to him. I always thought about it every day. What if Louis lived on in this world? What if he stayed a little longer with me? It's because of that constant mindset I dragged everyone down. And I kept hurting not only me, but Nina especially. I was the one who kept hurting her. The one to blame for all of this. Well, just self-blaming again. But you, someone that I've never met, still went out of your way to save me. Not knowing my burdens or my faults.
Look, dude, you're rich. I need money.
Thank you. This is free, right?
Hugo reaches out to Henry and smiles brightly at him with a salesman's smile.
It's my an award-losing smile.
But before he lets go, Henry tugs at Hugo's hands one last time.
I hope that someday you two will overcome it. That thing that you're looking for. That retirement.
That fire. The peanuts.
It's an illusion.
The next day, back at work.
Well, good morning, Hugo. You're bright and early.
Morning. And his coffee stains on it. With much fervor and haste, Hugo resumes writing on his notepad. Although by closer inspection, he looks like he's going to combust any minute.
Are you writing up the report?
Without looking up, Hugo responds back. Response is already back. It's the same circle back. Yeah, for the most part. You still need to write yours, too. Don't forget, I'm not writing it for you.
I will. But since I haven't had breakfast yet,
How about a donut?
and I don't like eating by myself.
Oh, man. Looks so good.
Mm-mm.
Let me guess. 2 is better than 1.
Bingo. Wow, Hugo. You're really catching on. I'm so proud of you. Like a real detective.
Shut it, will you? I swear, if only I hadn't fallen off the goddamn window, maybe my report would have been shorter. Before Noah could begin to cut the bacon, he pauses at the mention of Hugo's report.
Oh yeah, by the way. Mind telling me what happened to the Mortimer's window? That's coming out of your paycheck.
Yeah. I broke it.
Well, that's obvious to me. What I don't understand is... why is it broken? You know how much it costs to repair a window like that.
Yeah, it's French! God damn it! I know, it was really dumb of me. I should have just died in that room. I'm sorry. Besides, I told Mr. Mortimer about it before we left. Honestly, I was expecting an earful from him. But I did also save his life. And also Bill.
And?
Surprisingly enough, he said it was okay.
So what? You just called it a day after all of that? Thank you so much, Mr. Mortimer. You broke it, you pay for it.
Would you chill? Of course I'll pay for it.
You don't know how much it
costs,
costs, do you?
Insisting, he just shrugged it off. Said that we already went through a lot for them, so this was nothing in comparison. Also, that's like half of your retirement funds. You know what? He's right. After all that we went through, I deserve at least a nap. Hugo puts down his pen and proceeds to head for the couch. Best boy follows after him.
Wait, what about breakfast?
Breakfast in bed. It's nap time now. Heavily sighing, Noah sets aside the food on his desk and joins the other two at the couch. Nap time for everyone. Ugh.
I mean, you are old.
Shut it. Hey, pat. Sorry, boy. Scratch. You know, I'm glad that you came along yesterday.
Oh, what's this? Appreciation for moi? Are you getting chummy with me now?
Call it chummy or whatever, but I really mean it, Baka. You haven't saved us back there.
Look, I told you before. I'll be there whenever you get yourself into reckless shit. Besides, didn't you say this was nap time? Get some rest.
Alright, stay still so I can lean on you and sleep.
You deserved it.
You too.
The boss comes in now.
Calming silence fills the room as the three fall deeper into sleep. No big parties or celebrations. Just each other's comfort and sharing a small but rewarding night's rest. Before the boss comes in. Good end. A nice rest. Thank you.
All we had to do was choose to pick up the locket.
Yeah, okay. Now, let me see what the skip button is so that I can...
It should be tab.
Tab? Alright, you would know.
But you did also just save, right? Oh yeah.
Leave the locket. Alright. Put it back for now. Go ahead and code.
No.
Skip.
I've had enough.
Okay.
Louis is waiting for me. He's waiting for me to come home.
Okay, before Hugo could reach out for Henry's hand, he disappears into the water. There's the water. And he dives into the abyss.
Oh boy.
Vision starts to blur. Numbness spreads. Tired and motionless, he watches on as the abyss draws near. swallowing him, embracing him.
Let's share this happy ending together. Wow, that's it's a little forward.
Mermaid's tail. Okay, okay. There we
There
go.
was no mer or maid in any of this.
It might be a tail though. Concept gallery. Ooh, there's some
Ooh,
concept
I want to
art.
see Henri.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, as in Henry?
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Colby.
Haha, good boy.
Bloodhound. Oh,
Sasa.
are these like the artists? Did they like commission different artists?
Fan art? Maybe. Look at a burrito.
Okay.
Anime eyes.
Anime eyes. Shoujo manga eyes. The Bloodhound. This was a little. It's less floppy. Sasa. The toast.
I don't know, man. Looks a little. So that's why you buy me breakfast every day. Death notes? Ooh.
Oh, all the expressions.
That's
Okay,
slouch.
okay. Customer service smile. Defeated by Kobe. Yeah, Kobe's snatching your love interest away from you. Okay, okay. Historical.
Neutral looks so depressed.
Yeah, neutral doesn't look neutral. Kobe, best boy. Line art. Okay.
He also has customer service.
They're customer facing after all. Okay, okay. Death Notes. Oh, R&D is the writer creator. Okay, okay.
Nervous for writing. Oh, their first game jam. Wow.
Wow, that's pretty impressive for their first game jam, and they won.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Unnecessary amount of pressure on my shoulders. I think I could say that about someone I know.
Oh, Hugo is a high school character. High school OC. That's a lot less embarrassing than some of the other high school OCs I'm aware of.
At least no animals were involved this time. Oh, wow.
Cool, cool.
In a way, this is like a dream come true, a dream realized.
Very cool.
This is very cool, yeah. Oh, and then there's Ota, which is the sprite artist and UI designer.
Ooh, I am a big fan of this UI. Also, your
it's
first
quite
gem.
elegant.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a lot of work went into this project. And Sasa. Oh, the backgrounds. The backgrounds are pretty nice too.
I did like the color choices.
Yes, very lovely.
Do they have an audio engineer? Because the sounds were better than I expected.
That's true. Maybe Z04 is an audio engineer. Oh no, he's
That's the
the
programmer.
programmer.
Animator.
All right.
Well, someone did
Sure.
audio.
Not bad, not bad. Okay, it's
Studio Clump.
Oh, it's a very cute logo. Writer, yeah, 4 people. Music,
SFX by Zapsplat.
whatever that is. I guess you just like pulled it off from. Yeah, it's basically a free sound effects place. Assets,
Oh.
by wave rendering, text.
Interesting.
Okay. Fonts, pretty nice fonts. And you got the 5 beta testers.
Oh, this was for Spooktober.
Yeah. We
last
loved it
year.
over Spooktober. Very
Cool,
nice.
cool.
Maybe you'll be there next.
No, thank you. Goodbye.
And with that, goodbye.